Mamento sebi, mimisa wasem, obi yakonoba ya donko. Mamento sebi, minka wasem, impenizem, obi yakonoba ya donko. Mamento sebi, mimisa wasem, obi yakonoba ya donko. Mamento sebi, minka wasem, impenizem, ya donko. I can hear you clap. Ya donko. Ya donko. Thank you, Mom. Odonte menko. Akono donko. Ya donko. Ya donko. Bring it down. Everything that Chuku made is good. If you doubt me, ask your nose, and then your mouth, and every other form of humanness you could feel. Have you ever wondered that maybe this life is the dream we woke from nothingness in eternity to sleep into reality? And so, take it easy on yourself. Not every prey needs to die. After all, smile at your neighbors. Smile at the rowdy waves, for they are excited and cannot hide it at seeing you. Everything Oduduwa left us is good. And so, when you sleep, your last word in this world stands still as the universe runs to its numerous ends, not giving a hoot and a care when, where, how you jump back in. And so, drop your shoulders a bit more. Enjoy this umbilical ties to the earth, for you might wake up late from your next dream. Am I saying too much? You're someone who is nobody. Savor your seat. Keep it warm while it lasts. For we say that when you keep a seat at a funeral, when one man leaves, another takes its place. We are all like grass. Yet I maintain that all our lives are like music. When you find the miracle notes that holds the harmony together, you don't stop hitting it. On the day when Kweku Anansi purported to steal all of wisdom, it was his son in Tikuma who told him, "Father, do not hide this gold in front of you, otherwise climbing the tree is difficult. Hide it behind your back." And so, Africa's future leaders, you simply owe the responsibility of training the future, who is an infant, the way to go. One day you'll be old enough, it will learn to treat you with some respect. And so, it is time to start thinking. But good intentions alone are not enough. And so I send you to tell the king that white teeth are no guarantee against bad breath. Tell the chief priest, in addition, that his scarlet teeth are of no omen. It's simply his abuse of cola. Welcome to Africa, where everybody knows the truth, yet a child is not allowed to tell it. And so I maintain the law is the pet of the truth, and so I'll be a lawyer only later in my life. Yet the truth is not as important as the telling it is given. The truth. When a child learns to wash his hands well, they say he eats with the elders. And now I know that in the rings of the elders, even there is an elder. What happens to an elder who has not learned to wash his hands well? Does he lose his seat of being an elder? So who is an elder? I crack my nuts on the knees of the elders, and so I know the sound of a hollow bone. I was told, beard is the broom with which the elders gather wisdom. I have not attained that yet. Elders raise their beards in the dew to lose the pigment of youth. But mind you, when you meet an elder who totes no beard, he might have picked all of life's experiences. Time has treated me well. Oge, the beautiful one, has been kind to me. Yet time has no gender. Time betrays no emotion. Time is not your friend. Time shows no favor. You see, you are passing too quickly, to the surprise of time, who sits in council with the sun and the moon and everybody else who cares to pry. Slow down. Look into the sky. Look behind you. You might just find your shadow, for in the full glare of light it might dare to even desert you. We pass this way this once. When you are gone, what name will be given? My neighbors, I came this way deliberately a second time to tell you. Mine is simply a message of love. I appreciate all of you. I wish I had enough wine in this gourd, but it only comes out as music because it is dry enough to rattle from the center of the earth where I come from. That crossroads of dream, that market of 9 moons, where it all began, that place. When in the beginning he said, let there be light, and there was water. Water that you dare to trap in a bottle. How do you trap life in a bottle? How do you trap our histories in a bottle? Somebody says my words are heavy, My words are pregnant because Africa is pregnant with dreams waiting for a convenient bay where she can push them out. I would dare to call your name in 4 tongues at once. If I dared to move, I'd have about 16 stanzas in 3 minutes. But hey, time is no friend of ours. But time has been good to me, to have lent me these eyes, this feet, to come and meet all of you in another communion of ourselves. 20 and 22. From there we go 20 and 23. Next year, I promise, when I come, I shall beat my chest for you because it's as good a drum as any animal skin could ever be. When I beat my chest, I feel the reverb. That is all the love that you show me in Lagos. From Accra, I'm the writer king who sips communion wine from the calabash. I do not come to pour libation. If I drop this, it will crack. Instead of that, I choose to make beautiful music for you. Good evening, world. Yeah, don't call. Yeah, don't call. Yeah, don't call. This is yours? Is it yours? Yeah, don't call. It's yours? Yeah, don't call. The microphone is yours. Yeah, don't call. If you forget everything that ever confused you, mesmerized you, insult me. My name is Philip Wachidria Oyinka, but even if you butcher my name, you will call me Nana, king of the earth, the place where every man must pay his dues. The earth, the womb, the tombs of time. In the beginning, God created this woman. I am proud to be son of these soils you walk. This poem is incomplete. A year from now, we shall continue.
Wow. Isn't this beautiful? It is beautiful.
It says a year, but now we shall continue.
We shall continue.
And so we are continuing.
All right, we are continuing. If you're just joining us this morning here on Daybreak Hitz, today we're discussing poetry in Ghana. We are going to examine its evolution, its relevance and impact on society, and I believe there are a lot of questions you would also want to ask. You have to be part of the conversation. 0548841039 is our WhatsApp number, and also we are live on Facebook. Join us there at Hitz 1039 FM. But this morning we have been joined by a special being. He is a renowned poet. He has been on big platforms. He has performed on big platforms. And when you talk of poetry and you don't mention his name, then you don't know what you're talking about. Kwame, do you want to add more?
The first time I learned the saying, the depth of the tongue is the height of the mind, was from this man. And he's just a typical example of what communication is. You know, beyond just putting words together, he appeals greatly to whatever he sends out as a message. Philip Wachidria Oyinka, a brother, an industry great, a poet, literary coach. He's the CEO of Asaase Inscriptions. And he's been holding an annual concert or event called Mental Pictures. And he's here this morning to paint more pictures. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And it feels good to have you this morning on the show.
To be seated across from you again, Afishapa.
I've been competent.
Yeah. No, don't follow the beauty of Doreen to be looking just this way. Once in a while, look here too.
I mean, I have a personal proverb. This one, it don't be anybody right now. You mean that right now? When a beautiful woman serves you food or water, half of your appetite is sated.
Hey! Buzz! Yo!
That's it.
No.
Beautiful woman serves you food or water.
Yeah.
Half of your appetite is sated.
It's an
Somebody's salivating.
Yeah. No, but think about it. When I'm gone, think about it. Even beyond a woman, think of a message that is being brought to you.
Right.
Okay.
Depending on who brings the message.
Right.
Yeah.
It does the work.
See, it does the work.
50% of the work.
Cash.
I love that.
Yeah.
Nana Asaase is what you all call him. And today I would like to know about the name Nana Asaase.
That name. Afishapa to all our listeners worldwide. Let me greet everyone who is listening to us.
Yeah.
Nana Asaase literally translated means king of the earth.
Right.
or even shorter, King Earth. Growing up, I heard that name, Nana Asaase, Nana Asaase, Nana Asaase. My family was very communal. They extended. So I heard my grandmother call me Nana Asaase. Everybody called me Nana Asaase. I did not understand it. Till I grew up, after I had read, when I was in the process of advanced creative writing with Prof. Anido, Dr. Mauli at University of Ghana, I wanted a name that resonated with the kind of Afrocentric energy I represented in my work.
Right.
I realized Philip is good, but the Philip didn't carry that kind of weight. So I started looking for names. Then he says, the heaven is the Lord's, the earth is his footstool. So I'm like, fantastic case. So he can manage the affairs up there. We are capable of managing the affairs here.
Yeah.
But even sue the earth, if he has a footstool where he keeps his feet, I'm down there carrying it. So it brought that name, Nana. Okay, Asaase. So you are beneath it. You're not even on the surface where everybody's. What's that in 10 people I had? You're down there carrying his footstool of praise.
Yeah.
Then it took me back to that name. Then I went to ask. I didn't think Nana Mofremi Nana Asaase. Why were you calling me Nana Asaase?
Right.
So my cousin couldn't say Nana Boachi because I'm Kwame Boachi, and she corrected it to Nana Asaase. It was a prophecy at the time. I guess it was hidden for manifestation. So he says, write it down. Write the message down. It is for an appointed time.
Right.
It was actually a divine message. Yes. So whatever we do, like I always say, it's divine. It's not, that name had been coded, waiting for its manifestation, and the name has been true to itself. The name has gone places. I'm sure that name is older than me. Of course it is older than me in its essence, yes. So that is Nana Asaase. Now, on your marks, get set, let's run. Who will run with Earth? So when you say go, I just sit, I watch you and I laugh. Because, Earth is that place where we just come from, spend our long, short lives here. When we are done, she opens up to receive us.
We go back.
So really, where are you going? If Earth were taken away, where would you run? What would you measure friction against? What would you measure progress against? Where would you measure distance against? What would you even measure time against? If not Earth. Yeah. So when someone is so confident, Kukuti, he has a house, what is it measured against?
Earth.
Someone is swift. Earth. So I say when a man is sure of his footing can only be against Earth. Then he calls life to bring on its worst. So by the name Nana Asaase, it simply means he's a traveler. He's seen snow, he's seen storm, he's seen sand, he's qualified to talk about life. North, south, east, west. He's even qualified to talk about sky. I say darkness is the only backdrop against which light is seen. So for you to see the elusive means you're holding on to something tangible. And when you get up into the skies, I say it's a pile of selves piled upon shelves of selves, because the sky is in so many layers. And then earth and sky have this respect that very few people can understand. Charlie.
And it's all come to pass.
Charlie, this is what
You've
it
seen
is.
it all. You've seen all the things you mentioned.
Snow. So the names that we carry, they are powerful things. So, for me to have gone back in time to find that name, bring it into the present, and it's leading into the future, that's divinity, the threefold chord of life. How we invented GPS, wow. That's a lot. And so I realized that there is weight in our Africanness, in our craft, in our art. God was deliberate by giving us our mother tongues. God was deliberate by placing us where we are as a people. So our poetry is not just punchlines and with all respect, just witty examples. And, bars need to be going there, but since somebody be your own bars, somebody be different things. I'm on for pija. Bars what gym near the
guys.
Yeah, we must be infinity. Well, some are raising bars, some are also screeching cars.
Guys, let me remind you that this is a launch of a series that to you almost every month we bring to you creatives from different sectors of the industry. So this month we're doing poetry. So today, Thursday, and the other Thursdays in January, you'd hear us here interview some poets in the studio, and we're starting this with Nana Asaase. Nana Asaase, you are described as a poet and a literary coach. What's the meaning of that?
Okay, so as a poet, I'm sure you know what a poet does. Someone says a poet's poems. So poetry is a craft that I practice, but I'm also a literary coach. Simply means I teach people to get on that creative journey or that writing journey. I help you to unearth that talent. First, identify it. Two, unearth it, and then develop it.
Okay.
So there are a lot of people I have taught. There are a lot of people I still teach. I hope there are a lot more I will get the opportunity to teach
At various levels.
at various levels. Sometimes not in person, sometimes different levels, tertiary, post-tertiary, wherever. Yeah, because this is a craft that does not live in books. You know, it's something you do for life. It's innate. You see, we carry different gifts. Everybody knows that they've been given. This is one of the things I was sent to earth to do. You can't take it away from me. Right, good. Once you identify that skill, you need to hone it. You need to develop it. Yes, so I'm a literary coach. If you want to get into public speaking, get in touch with me.
Yeah.
If you want to get to critical thinking, get in touch with me. Critical speaking, get in touch with me. Indigenous knowledge systems, you know, because whatever you speak, wherever you're coming from, is based on some philosophies and all of that. Or I enter spaces and you see a lot of quotes. This for Emeldo, whatever foreign names and all of that. I'm like, so do we not have any African wisdom
to quote
that we can quote or that we can share? These are the things that we are missing. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, but these are the things that I teach, and I've had students. So you see, like I mentioned, I do not make too much noise.
Yeah.
You have a lot of effects, rippling effects. There are those who know what you do, but the time is coming where, of course, for instance, I'm here. Which publicity is bigger than, or which announcement is bigger than this? You know, one of these platforms that says, okay, so these are things that we need to learn. These are ways in which we can refine our speech, especially in this era where AI is worsening the issue of the West dumping all their all the things they've claimed they invented or the things they originated on us, claiming wisdom is housed in English. We could have this interview in Chi. I'm very comfortable in my tongue, comfortable in my skin. We could have this interview in Pidgin.
Yes.
And all the Ogasco people will be happy. They'll be comfortable in their skin. Yeah. I'm so very proud of you.
Yeah.
Do you get my point? So in this day and age, what sets you apart? They say all lizards lie prostrate. How can you tell the one that suffers bellyache? So everybody's doing what you're doing. What makes you stand out?
True.
What makes you say it differently than the usual? Now somebody types something on X, somebody says, at Grok, verify. Meanwhile, it's his own life story he's sharing. You want you see how we have become so flimsy. So please, let us make sure. We're saying our culture is going, we're losing it and all of that. It won't be written on our faces. It will live in us.
Right.
You know, it becomes your faith, it becomes your confidence. So these are things I teach as a literary coach. I will take you on a very beautiful, unique journey. You realize it's still made for you. You are not on the journey as another person is. We are on very different journeys. We're very different journeys. So as a literary coach, these are some of the things I do. Somebody who wants to build confidence. Somebody who wants to build cheer. You know, in a very beautiful way. Cheer should be in the dictionary.
In the dictionary, I know.
In a very beautiful way.
Okay.
You see, right? Insinuations. Every insinuation knows its owner. So every owner wants to claim their insinuation. So you should be able to walk into a room and wear sarcasm so comfortably. Walk into a room, throw very solid, and leave with a very sabbatical cloud over your head. That way, nobody holds you to ransom. Right? Because the generation before us, or maybe 2, 3 before us, the likes of your Anidohos, your Awunos, your Atuku, I pay respect to all of them, lived in the revolution. So they had a lot of fire and boom and bombs, you know, things going around, enough energy to be angry. But this generation has a lot of anger. Like I said, everybody knows the truth. The child is not allowed to tell it. But it's also very important that we are very measured in the way, you know, we communicate. Right? So as a literary coach, I will show you how to channel emotional energy into creative energy. You know, how to channel that frustration into creative energy. How to channel whichever, you know, thing you're carrying into creative energy. How to channel encyclopedic knowledge. Encyclopedic knowledge is just the sum of all the experiences you've had, the things you've learned, the people, you know, all the experiences you've had, you know, into creative knowledge. By the time people sit to listen, by the time they take easy, You realize that you become a strategist. You become someone who looks keener, who pays closer attention, who listens beyond, even the fine lines. Yes. And then over time, you realize that we are refining ourselves.
Wow.
So this is one of the things I do.
I love it. It's beautiful. And for me, I would like to find out, what qualities does one need to have to be able to venture into maybe poetry or anything around that?
You just need yourself.
Just yourself.
Just yourself. We're different people. We're different people. They say we have different personality types, whichever one they choose to call us. Yes. Someone might be a stammerer. Someone might not be a stammerer. Someone is always angry. Someone is always calm. Someone speaks Ga. I speak Chi. Somebody thinks in French. Which language do you think in? We're different people. You just need yourself. Why do I say you need yourself? Because your body is one big sensory organ.
Okay.
Hearing, speaking, all of that are fed into one big system. So you're actually a sum of all the experiences you've had, the people you've contacted, what you've read. You've taken all that in. Now, whatever example you need in this life is actually in you. So I say your experience is your best teacher.
Right.
What you haven't experienced will be very difficult for you to take it. True. So out of your own experience, we shape. You realize that your path is actually, I say our paths to God lie within. Take somebody to take the torch and lead the way for you to realize where you're going. Yes. And so you need yourself.
Right.
Once you found your life's calling, once you decide I want to be a journalist, I want to be a surgeon, for instance, you're best person to be a poet or to be a writer. Who can write better about the theater situation than the surgeon? Except a patient who has gone in and out. But even his was just a surgeon, in and out. But the surgeon lives a very daily experience.
Okay.
However, the patient also will have a different kind of experience. Then the anesthetist will have a different experience.
Right.
The assistant will have a next experience. When all the drama is done, the cleaner who comes in to wipe up after them has a different story to tell. So all you need is you.
It's you. Wow. That's beautiful.
What's the difference between poetry and spoken word?
This matter.
Yeah.
I will explain Taya. So I won't explain. Let's use very simple illustrations.
Okay.
Poetry and spoken word. You can Google poetry, you can have whatever definition it is. I say poetry sums up communication for me. A skill of handling language to attend a particular audience, to have a desired effect on them, and elicit a desired response. Once these criteria are met, poetry has taken place. Communication has been delivered.
Right.
Do you get my point? Now, word is the essence of spirit, the creative force of all life. In the beginning, let there be light. Boom. So once word is issued, a command follows. Or once word is issued, action follows. If it's coming from a higher place and we need to get things done. If word has not been issued, if you move, it's on your own initiative. Even then, something prompted you. Word. So whatever it is, word is just that prompt. Where does that prompt? That gets you to move. Now, in delivering it, it's either written.
Okay.
User agreement. Oh, push this button to do this. It's written.
Right.
Okay, someone can say, okay, you want to reach your telco. So it's either you dial. Either you dial and follow instructions you're reading, or you dial and then you listen. That's the difference between the written and the spoken.
Oh. Okay.
Poetry remains poetry.
Poetry remains.
Or word remains word. If you listen, you're listening to the spoken word.
Yeah.
If you're reading it out, that is a written word being transferred into the spoken word. Let me leave that as a very basic. I hope it becomes a very basic basis. Do you get my point?
Right.
For us.
Apart from the fact that you write, and so you write poetry,
Yes.
the ones we see you do on stage, how do you call that?
Good. So you can call that the spoken word.
Okay.
Oh.
However, look at a big umbrella called oratory. What is oratory? I'm leaving you an assignment. Oratory.
Okay.
Oratory. So under oratory, you would have your storytelling. You would have your proverbs. You would have your metaphors. You know, these allegories that you can use. That will be a big body of oratory.
Okay.
Right. But it's in delivery, I'm delivering the spoken word form of it. Do you get my point? I just want to leave a very basic. I don't want to get into all these technical, all of that, and define it as a genre. No. I don't want to go there.
All right.
Let's not confuse anybody.
Okay.
Leave it as a simple thing: written, spoken, communication, verbal, non-verbal.
There are others who perform their spoken words by reading the script.
Some people will read. Yet it's spoken.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do you get my point? It's the written word being transferred. Somebody might also get on stage and deliver a spoken word performance. However, it's a script he has memorized. Somebody wants to get on stage and give an extempore speech. That is the spoken word. However, it came in from, a prompting, meditation. Yes. So I hope you get it. Okay. Once you get it, I'm sure somebody gets it out there. So that will draw that line between the written
and the spoken.
For me.
All right. So with you, do you write, memorize, and then speak it out?
Okay. I write, I memorize, I extemporize.
Wow.
I draw from the audience.
Wow.
As the situation demands. Sometimes you've written something.
Yeah.
You have memorized it.
Yeah.
You get on stage and you comfortably forget everything. Sometimes you write. You meet the audience and the Spirit tells you, add this. Or have you seen this person? Look at their shirt. Over time, like I mentioned to you, over time, it's a skill. It's also spiritual. It's beyond. It's divine. Yes, you are. Once you've honed the skill, you see, it comes like that. You know how to use it. Do you get my point? You know how to use it. There's a turntable. You might not be so skillful. Get any DJ to come in and start
doing.
I've seen DJs play this and play the bass guitar in addition, and you might think it's a whole band going. So it's a skill. I mentioned it's a skill of handling language. You remember?
Yes.
So it depends on the level of adeptness you have built in handling that skill. What if everything deserts you? What do you do?
I was going to ask you.
So you should always be prepared.
Have you been in that situation before?
A lot of times, and that's when you really have fun.
Fun?
So what do you do?
What do you do?
Feels like turbulence.
Turbulence is not a good feeling.
So you see, it is. It feels like driving a very low line machine, a very good BM in mud. The way it goes like that. Yeah, that's how it feels.
And it's okay.
That's how it feels. Yeah, it's very okay.
And practically, how do you rescue yourself from that situation?
How do I rescue myself?
Yes, I would want to know because it's like you memorize something.
Let me give you a very practical example.
Okay.
Okay, it happened to me. There was one day which was so beautiful for me. It made me realize that I had this inability without realizing. Look, so writing is one of the memorization techniques I would teach anybody. Writing is a very good memorization technique. Once you've written something, you read over it so many times, it stays. Such that when you're a distance away from the written material, you can actually go back in there, read it. Read whatever
in your mind's eye.
Read whatever you have written there. If you really focus, whatever you've written there and reproduce it. It lives in there. You can. I've tried it a few times. Now, Charlie, I had my phone. National Theatre. Then I put it in my bag somewhere in the back. On stage, Charlie, people have played the music. Hey, Ago. Ago.
Amen.
Ago.
Amen.
First line, second line, third line. Shout.
Ayira.
Hey. If I tell you the people who are sitting there too, small boys and girls. So what do? Always before you go, you would have prepared something. You would know the theme of the program you're going for. If you know what it is about. Okay? Good. So you realize my performance style is very conversational.
Yeah.
I want to take you on a very beautiful journey. Then I mentioned there was music.
Yeah.
Music enters your subconscious without permission. Audience engagement becomes another advantage. Do you get my point? So make sure that you're hitting them on all your strengths. Are you here with me? Now, you remember that one matter's key opens another matter's door. Right. So immediately, what do I need to do? Charlie, okay, where am I standing? Who am I standing in front of? What is the matter at hand that I need to
address?
To address. Okay. okay, have I done something before that is similar to this? You are thinking. You are in. Look, at that moment, you are with yourself. But it's. I don't know how to describe it here. It comes with those who have worked with me for a while. It comes with a way of projecting your mind. You know, you're right. When you're on stage, you're fighting for your life. Yeah. You're only as good as your last performance, like I always say.
Yeah.
Ask Asamoah, my very good friend. He'll tell you. They came to double the matter. So right now it's confirmed. Yeah. Oh, it's very true. Last night I saw another example. I can't remember in Nigeria. So you see, at that moment. What have you learned? That is when you realize whether you have learned or not. Somebody gets on stage, that happens, they begin to fumble. They want to go and start afresh. No way. However you get on that stage, make sure you do. What is the best way to do it? Calm down. Clarity of thought. Look at your audience. What can you pick out of there that is relevant to what we are doing? At least there's a theme. Pick on it.
Yeah.
Obi Suma say could you bicycle? I'll break him. There's somebody saying to do that too. So before you get on any stage, so I tell my arts, look, people are clamoring, I need this platform, I need that platform, I need that platform. You give them the platform swallows them. So sometimes their performances, you do not go for. You're like, God, thank you for not taking me here. Because you know that if you had gone there at that time, you would have messed it up. There are performances you finish, you realize this was not my best, but people are down there clapping. Okay, I'm not. Hey, what did they hear? Do you get my point? Yeah. That is where the purity of your craft comes to play. So while you are off stage, I asked Hugh Masekela, the late, God rest his soul, Uncle Hugh, what is the magic? I said, Philip, there is no magic. Practice. I'm quoting him. We were just around getting towards Circle. We're going for Yao Sechi's rundown on TV Africa years ago.
Yeah.
Philip, there is no magic. Practice. Yeah. So please, practice. And when you're on the stage and you are stranded, it's another way to practice how to get out of stranded situations. Every opportunity gives you that. As I say, your experience is your best teacher. There are audiences I faced. There are people I faced. They wouldn't listen to me for up to 20 seconds. I had experience with KSM, maybe Obi, but the time came when Miofa came looking for me. Do you get my point? Yeah. And today, if you mention an answer, I say, oh yeah, how did it happen? I learned how to deal with such situations. So when you meet a stumbling block, it does not mean that's the end. Everybody has a bad day. So you should always be armed. Like rappers will tell you, Charlie, they'll tell you, oh, this line I don't do one for anywhere before you lie. But picky baby, oh baby, the bar being the line be a that baby, I want you see that. You know, he has not used that. So please, as you walk, listen, pick, glean. There are things, like I told you, your body is one big sensory organ.
Yeah.
Observe, listen. Charlie, I can bring some kinky into the studio without bringing kinky into the studio. You can smell the kinky. I know. Yes. Hot gun kinky.
I'm telling you,
from the back there. With shrimps.
Yeah.
I brought it right in here. So at that moment, encyclopedic knowledge. That's why I say all you need is you. The sum of the experiences you've had, the people you've met, what have you read, what have you listened to. So as a person who does a lot of public speaking and engagements, what do you need to do? Jesus Christ is one of my biggest influencers. What did Jesus do? Jesus spoke to people with relevant life examples. Anytime you face an audience, before you face them, there's something I call audience research. Who and who will be there? Who and who will be there? So that you can be politically correct, you are on point, you know what you can pick on. I walked into a room, this was the president, vice president, it was an African political party, something, and that was General Mosquito. General Mosquito, I salute you this morning. And I was like, you see, a good idea. It's like a mosquito. Everybody was waiting for the a good idea. It's like a mosquito. Once it comes out, everybody begins to clap for it. Hey, I had to be shocked. Guys.
Did you see the way Kwame and I looked at each other?
Thank you very much. And you see, look, the moment I said like a mosquito, he started smiling. By the time I was done, everybody started clapping for the mosquito.
Hey,
Mommy, are you here?
Yay.
Immediately I had to. Because I started the performance with Agbaja. What has Agbaja got to do with political parties in Africa or West Africa?
Yeah.
Then I now had to come and break down the nuances of the dance steps that we had done. The drum, I carry the bell, what the stick is, what my smoke was, what my costume is, where they are sitting, where they are sitting, why are they sitting. Look, it is a craft. It does not come cheap. You need to apply yourself to study. That is how I fight for my life every single time I'm on stage. So you might manage to score the goal. And you go go now, here. It does not have to be always up there. So before you get on the stage, a lot of the work happens off stage. A lot of the work happens off stage. So it's about time. When you meet a linguist standing in stage, appellations and all of that, when you meet Fapimpong, throwing his bass around, when you meet Hashmula playing guitar and singing and reciting at the same time, it is not a joke. When you meet Kwame Yeboah, how many hours does he practice?
Kwame Yeboah is.
I'll give you a nice example. How many hours when Patrice Lumumba stands to deliver? How long does it take him to earn that clarity of thought and speech? When you sit behind this console, people feel, you sound so smooth, so effortless. Do you know what is going through your head? You always have bar alert written somewhere. Yeah. Can you see it? Bar alert. Hashtag. Unim.
They don't know.
How to bomb Bako. The Benenge.
In the Benenge. Nana, Emma Ofusua is listening to you.
Emma is listening to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Nana, someone will say this is difficult.
Yes, it has to be difficult. Nothing good comes easy. Everything is difficult. Even failing an exam is very difficult. One of the most difficult things you could ever do. Knowing that, Charlie, if they give you 3 hours, what you've written, no. You cannot add any more to it. But once it becomes your business, then you owe the responsibility of learning the ropes. Have you listened to Uncle Ibo White's story?
Yeah.
How many times did he fail? How many times did he try? How many times did he keep going? That is the only way. So I say, if you want to be an apprentice, do 3 years. If you want to be a master, try 7. Keep going. I gave God 5 years of my life. I told him, if after 5 years this thing doesn't pay, I won't write poetry again. It's been 12, almost 13.
Oh,
wow.
And I practice every day. When I'm driving, I'm practicing. When I'm in the shower, I'm practicing. Wherever I am, as I sit here,
You're practicing.
and it's paying.
Kwame, to pay. Isn't it paying in this interview? Are people not learning? Are people not taking notes? Yet you call people, we have a writer workshop. If I ask you if it's 30 or 35, it's maybe for the drinks or whatever we're about to. You cannot pay for the wealth of experience, because I take my time, I spend my time, I sit with the professors, I sit with the old folks, I apply myself, I learn. Almost all my friends are above 60 plus. People I will sit down to have very meaningful or healthy conversation with.
60 plus.
Pensioners, retired.
Those
people have a lot of time. They have seen life. So they'll spend currency on you. It's not money. They'll spend experience on you. And by the time you come out, you realize that you have had an encounter. Like Jesus goes into the garden to pray. Moses goes up the mountain to meet God. Muhammad goes into the cave and comes out. Which I'm just trying to tell you, whatever you hold on to, whatever you believe in, when you have applied yourself to something, by the time you come out, you realize that it is working. But you don't earn it by chance. No.
Right.
Nothing comes by chance. Apply yourself to the craft. So he mentioned Emma. Emma is one of my prodigies. I will proudly say it today. I'm so proud of her.
Oh.
She does fantastic work. Emma will put herself up on stage. Freestyle. Give me a word. Right there. She'll put it up.
Yeah.
Do you get my point? So we've had to take ourselves through all these drills and whatever it is to come to this point. But have you also realized that poets are great thinkers?
They are.
Poets have fantastic taste, fantastic opinions, fantastic inputs. They look at things differently. However, around this part, they want to just box you. He's a poet. What is a poet? Who is a poet? How does he think? What are his powers of speech, of thought? How do you process things?
Right.
You're singing a song in English. I'm singing it in G in my head. So I'm actually, the vibe I'm enjoying is not your kind of high. No. I'm on a different wave altogether.
Okay.
You see, so the language you think in, for instance, makes a lot of difference. Let me share a free technique.
Okay.
I feel everybody, media, all of you need this kind of literary training.
Sure.
Now, when you stand before an audience and you speak to them, it's not every day you need to look into their faces. You might have somebody in there with whom you share a joke. They might unsettle you. Look above their heads, but check. There are people who are smiling. There are people who are keen, who are listening. Constantly look into those spaces. It gives you energy. It gives you ideas. It gives you the motivation to keep going. You might be standing in front of an audience. You might realize maybe 3 people. This woman here, that man there, this one, and
Those
that.
who are not smiling.
Those who are not smiling, they are trying to latch on to the next word. They are still trying to believe the gospel you are preaching. But those who are already there, Charlie, they have believed the message. Do you get my point? Yes. So if it's just for those 3 people, keep going.
But sometimes someone will say, if I look at those people and they are not giving me the energy I want back, it can just...
You will definitely find somebody who's giving you the energy. Right? Have you ever seen a performance where somebody finishes and he just drops the microphone? So whether you take it or not, I'm done.
Maybe.
But it takes a lot of audacity, knowing that your crowd was good. If we played it back, is this something you would like to hear? If we played it back, is this something you'd like to watch?
Okay.
You know.
Right.
So as you go out to present events and all, check your audience. Somebody is there sneering you. Who is this person? What is poetry? But by the time you're done, someone says, hey, I didn't like poetry, but after this delivery, somebody calls you, oh, I was at this event, I saw you. Or you stand before a panel, they need to make it. Oh, I was at this event, you was there. Oh, the first time I met you was here. How many years ago? So you realize it. So before the person brings you that valuable platform, they can vouch and say, hey, I've seen this guy, met this person.
There.
You never know who is there. Give every stage.
You're all.
So a player might get on a pitch, miss a penalty, yet the scout says, I need this guy. Because I like the way he... You never know. You might think you had a bad day, but that is when somebody noticed. You know, somebody felt that humanness of how somebody gets on stage and gets stranded. Let me give you a very powerful example. I took a friend's daughter, Afeoni, and the occasion was when Honorable Shelley Ayokobochi had been made the Commonwealth Secretary General.
Right.
So this was the Flagstaff House, and we had rehearsed. She had to deliver. She gets on stage. She speaks into the mic. 1, it fails. It picks up a bit. 2nd, fails. 3rd, fails. I had to step in and wrap around her performance so that when her microphone comes up, she delivers the part she remembers. And then I made it the story of the person who was being celebrated. Somebody who was not sure of herself, somebody who needed that help that has been given by, all the people who gave her opportunity. And today she's here and they are proud of her. Humble beginnings start like this and everybody needs. By the time we were done with the little girls shaking.
Wow.
I'm still shaking. And
Wow.
Samini was around. God bless you, bro, wherever you are. I was like, bro, I said, another. So, you know what? See the little girl. Charlie, take picture plus and give me. So I got in here, man, all of them. Just took a picture. And then she started. She was shaking, literally. I literally carried her off. She breathed. And then when she saw the picture, till now, it has done a lot to that young woman's confidence. That shaky moment. So I realized, Charlie, at that point, she was riding on my reputation for having taken her there.
Right.
What was I going to do? Allow it to just crumble? No way. Stepped in.
Fix it.
That's what God does with us.
And that's amazing. Mentioning this little girl.
I have to go back because I'm like...
And then mentioning Emma Fusua. There are others who also do what you do.
There are so many
Chief
other people.
Mumin, Poetry Asantua. We have Kwabna Pra, Fapimpong. We have...
There's a young man called Nokwasem.
This fair man...
Ramsoni.
You
know Hash?
Hashmula, I know Hashmula as well. And you guys, can you say that you have a poetry industry?
Industry? What is an industry? Machines and all of those. We don't. We had Eli Macaulay, the god of poetry. God rest his soul. We lost Eli recently. Condolences to his family and to the entire fraternity. Yeah. We have Sir Black. Charlie.
Sir Black. Halakasa.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sir Black. We had Juno Mamasita.
Yeah.
Was Mutombo, DK Oseyao.
We have Apioko.
My poetic love.
Yeah.
My poetic love.
That's
Charlie, when a beautiful woman says you something.
His wife
My people,
poetry.
are you here with me? So I can say that gradually we are getting around to settling.
Okay.
all the turbulence that we need to settle. I'm supposed to be tentative. I'm vice president tentatively of the Poetry Association.
No, you have an association.
It's still in the works. Yes. However, we want to make sure, before you call people and say, let us do this, you should have the fundamentals right.
Okay.
Do you get my point? You should have the fundamentals right.
Yeah.
So when the time is set and it's good to go, we will properly open it up and then invite everybody. But it is ongoing.
So you have a number of friends you come together, you have meetings,
together,
you think about the industry and all that.
Yes, we do. However, there are smaller groupings of
Okay.
young poets,
Maybe in schools?
who put themselves together and all. It simply tells us there's still a lot more work to be done. Currently, we are running on the love that we have for it, which of course nobody owes you anything, no entitlement. It has to be the purity and the love you have for it. And eventually, I'm sure teachers in senior high schools who teach literature, creative writing and all will definitely come on board. For instance, I've reached out to Pope John Senior High School this year.
Okay.
I spent a lot of quality time with them, strengthening their base and see how we reach out to other, other schools and all of that. Going back to Grovetown, of course.
That's home.
You get my point.
Yeah.
So in our little ways, we will say we might have an industry. Once there's an industrial revolution, doesn't necessarily mean all the powers are concentrated in one pot or in one point. Different people, different moving parts. That's how even a machine functions. So in our little corners, we are making impact over time. It will all add up. It will all come together.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll find what we are looking for.
So we have written poetry.
Yes,
we have
written
the
poetry.
performance
We have
poetry.
performance poetry.
And it appears we know most of the people within the performance space than those
Than
who
who are
write.
right.
And those who write.
Have you spoken to some of these writers and how did they survive?
Okay, Kwame, so your craft first, it depends on what you want to use it for. Poetry pays you in different ways. You're a writer, you're a poet. It gives you a certain command over language that not the regular person has.
Exactly.
So you have poets writing speeches.
Okay.
But how often around these parts,
How
people
often?
people write content, people write adverts. How often do you have these things coming through? So it comes to you as a person to be versatile. Build yourself and see where it takes you. Some of our poets have their works being studied in schools. Yes, for a long time, Sylvanus Bedra had his book, The Bloody Ingrate, being studied. So poets sometimes might write prose, being studied in schools. Professor Lade Osonu, God bless him wherever he is, has had his work studied in school. I studied his poetry in school all the way till now. Good. So there are writers who are making good money. There's Copy Ghana. It might not be too much, but at least some credit. Copy Ghana via Ghana Association of Writers. People are making money for it. And people are making money and not really even talking about it. Beyond Ghana.
Yeah.
There are online platforms that people...
But Copy Ghana, their money is not enough. I know.
So.
But Nana, can one pick poetry or spoken word as a career?
This is what it is. This is what I've been up to for the past 12 years. That's what I'm saying. But you need to be versatile. You need to be versatile. I MC events. I do voiceovers.
Yeah.
I shoot documentaries when I have the time. I'm a literary coach. I teach. I work with a network of cultural troops because I understand the nuances of it. I'm a musician. I dabble in music. You might not see me mainstream, but I do
play the keyboard, you sing.
I do a lot of work, for people. I write speeches, I'll edit and proof your work. Would you not pay me if I did that? Yes, you would. It's coming from that skill of handling language. Like I told you, so poetry, I've now broken that stanza box and made it a skill. Poetry also then becomes a tool for solving problems. Mediation, conflict resolution, all those other things. So by virtue of your skill, please add on to it.
Okay.
Unya chance at Chaleco School. If you have the chance, pick up a course. Something in IT, coding program. Look, pick up something.
Not up.
Do you get my point? Business administration, whichever way it is. And then let the skill permeate the area. Or pick up something that will be relevant to your craft. Or your craft will be relevant to. Do you get my point? If I decide to go study PR formally, I've practiced PR, I have yet to go study it. I would bring my powers as a poet.
Add up.
Add up to it. What does it do? That knowledge helps me when I'm dealing with an audience.
So basically, you're saying that if you've chosen poetry as your job,
you don't just
sit down.
You need other things.
Everything.
So they say me suffer.
Meaning,
Me sorry I'm a suffer. See me see there. I'll do my research.
Yeah.
I learn my people skills. I bring all of that together before I'm able to do what I'm supposed to do as a pastor. I'm giving you an example. You don't just get up and come and sit here. You listen. I listen to other poets, not just Ghanaian poets. People from different
outside.
corners.
Okay.
I read materials from different corners. I have a lot of Nigerian writer friends whose hard copies I have, or whose videos I have. I'll listen to them. I listen to a lot of music. I love Atongo Zimba's music. Atongo is fantastic music. I love Richard Bona. Yeah. I love our gospel musicians. Elder Miracle is my favorite. I listen to Joe Metal.
Okay.
I listen to the Volta inflections. I love Agbaja.
Okay.
A lot of Agbaja music. I love live Agbaja music. You know, I love dance. I'll just go sit and watch
them dance.
What am I doing? I'm picking creative energy. So sometimes I'm about to perform with a band. I'll tell them what I need them to play or what I need you to sing for me. The drummers, I'll tell you what I need you to play for me. It comes from knowing. All those things enhance your craft. That's why they say if you want to go far, go with others. If you want to go quickly, go alone. When you get stranded, there will be nobody to help you. But ideally, performance, having piano, you're reciting over it. When you're paid, at least you pay the pianist too. No, but at that moment he rounded up your pay. He held up your performance so that you can have a comfortable pause on stage. You're on stage. There's a sound engineer manning the microphone. He can put in some effects to ensure somebody's running the lights. You can actually script it for them. Please, at this point, give me this lighting effect. Yes, it is done. Somebody didn't know. It is done. Give me this lighting effect. When I say this, do that. When I say this, do that. When I give this cue, shout.
Wow.
When I'm done, or when I get to this point, get up and clap in the back. Yes.
So
just to make sure that. So look, let it be beautiful. Let it be communal. When you know something, open up and teach. But please be teachable. Be willing to learn. Nobody has it all. If my professor writes poetry and sends to me, then I just wrote this. What do you think? What business do I have thinking whom am I?
Who are you to tell your lecture?
Whom am I?
Your lecture that
there is
if I made input, he will take it.
You take it.
So if somebody makes input into my work,
there is a message here from Judge Quay.
Hey.
He says, please tell an Asaase I want to come and learn poetry.
You see, let's do this. I think, like I mentioned, poetry becomes also a tool. Please tell George his own.
No, I know George's poetic background. George is
guy.
Yeah, he's poetically.
Wow. Do you get what I mean? So whoever does the creative work, we do music, presenting, and all of that. We have tailor-made programs for you. A little literary exposition, and you'd realize, oh, okay, I needed this all along. If I taught you about the mirror and the prism approach of addressing an issue, you'd be like, the ways you can. These are things that we need to learn.
Of course, it's important.
Right. So that we excel. And I teach you the kind of poetry that is rooted in, like I mentioned, indigenous knowledge systems and your experiences. So that by the time you're done, imagine you have a poetry class, 1.5 hours. So let's go for a walk in Accra Mall. Either different shops or one shop. By the time every example we need in this world is right there in the shop. And you'll be surprised. Different portions of the shop affect your emotions. Different colors affect you. Different kinds of music affect you. Different kinds of aromas affect you. Can put any aroma there. So we are now but do you get my point? See, don't let anything go. Nothing is
pick everything.
Because you're supposed to be a mirror. Yes, and then when you stand to represent everybody, then you become a prism that refracts society. So a poet is, you're a mirror, you're a prism, you're different things. Just these two for now.
Now let's touch a bit on music and poetry.
Music and poetry.
Okay. I know your background as somebody who is musically inclined. You play the musical, you sing as well.
Why?
You did that before we even started the conversation.
And sometimes while performing, we hear your voice, you sing, and then you bring in the poetry and all that. That is music, poetry. We say music and poetry as siblings. But In commercial music, for example, I have heard you do stuff with No Tribe. What is the place of poetry in commercial music now as we speak?
Now, as we speak. Okay. Have you listened to Aquabo's Lighthouse intro?
Yes, you did it.
You've heard that?
Yeah.
I sit down there. When I'm bored, sometimes I just go back and I listen to that piece. Or I listen to the piece I did in Afraba by, what's her name? Adoma's Afraba. You know, so when you speak, when you sing, it has this flow.
Yeah.
When you speak, sometimes you're able to stop time, slow the pace, listen. Slow time, listen. It has a unique place that hits people. They might latch onto the chorus and all of it, but what did the person see? Why are you singing? Why do you want to stop and speak to us? No, the music is speaking, but why do you literally want to stop and speak to us? It's powerful. Some things are best said, to send you
Kasa than to sing.
That's why they call rap kasa. Harry. It's sped up. Pentamako baby into your pimpim sana or konenim. Hanti opimanoaka sa usisi epim sa. Do you get it? I feel it's high time we infuse the spoken word to a lot of commercial music. It becomes a powerful opening, or it holds the middle, or it holds a very beautiful end, depending on what is being said. It might be just a line, it might be two lines. Let me quote Diana Hamilton. Just a Diana Diana Hamilton. I did share on you. You know that
Yes.
that part. Next time, don't misdo that. It worked. You see the way they slowed it down, and then she was reset.
Yeah.
That portion,
She does that a
really did, and then the music resumes. It takes you into a very different. It slows down or, speeds it up. It adds this beauty, adds this energy. I was like, actually, that's so few bars. No, hey, we mistake. No, the jam baby na come shiana. I always tell her like, say, hey, do you get what I mean? It is very powerful. Listen to what I do with No Tribe.
Yeah.
I love listening to it. I've done something with Kobe Sound.
Kobe Sound, okay.
Kobe.
Yeah, I've done something with
very
Kobe
good.
Sound.
Very good.
I love what I did. When I listen to it, I'm like, oh, okay. No, it's musical. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of meaning. It carries sometimes a summary of essentially what is being sung. Two, it also gives us the multi-art value. Like I mentioned, when you're going, don't go alone. Go with others.
Yeah.
Right? Enrich the craft. So please, let us make room for the spoken word. For proper written word. You might listen to some music. There's some people who send their music to me, Nana. I refuse it. Either bluntly or very subtly, because I realize if I put it on there, it will outweigh what the person has sung, the depth or the weight of what the person has sung.
You consider all that?
Yes. So I won't even touch it, because he has not really sung anything.
How about you, the comedian? Poet.
Yes.
How about you, the poet, also commercializing your craft by maybe doing music with it? I know Apioko has maybe EPs and albums and all that. They are online selling. How about Nana Asaase,
Doing an EP?
Emma Ofosua, Poetra, and the other people?
Rakwami, you are here. You make a very good agent. So we've had that conversation before. You have abandoned that duty,
How are you?
and so I'm committing you again.
So let me finish. How about you? Also getting some musicians
Definitely.
on board and then doing that partnership.
Fantastic.
Okay?
Yes.
Because we've seen even dancers
Yes.
now doing music, owning the records so they can dance to the songs.
Doable.
How about that?
It is doable. We will do it. We will. I'm sure by next time we'll have this conversation.
We should not-
Now
either
we're from
one or two or
BBSC.
Okay.
Because this should be very easy for the Nasa.
It shouldn't be difficult for us. to
Coming
do.
from the fact that you the music nankasano were hodada. And so
Sir,
the
2026
project should come out.
Doreen Patron is on the project team.
Kwame.
Yes.
Kwame.
Task him.
No, but
Mr. Hagler is also
but
another.
I've
one.
always been with you.
Mr. Hagler, today's dates.
Today's dates. Please.
We have
write
to
it.
mark it.
I've always been with you.
No, but
so this
we
is
have
a
not
problem.
seen. We have not seen.
He said
If
he
it's
has
not a
not
problem,
seen.
so we have not seen. So let us see.
Okay.
You see, so a poet does not stand alone. You can't do you.
Don't do everything.
That's why I'm saying he is supposed to be committed and be a part of it. Sometimes you need somebody to direct you. You need somebody to tell you, man, look, okay, I'll do this.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do this. Imagine I walk into a studio. Somebody gets a very nice photo of you. Actually, photo should know your way. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Somebody did it. So through one person, standing in the spotlight, you have so many other people connected. Let me use Abraham Laborel. He played the basic guitar for Integrity Music. Ancient of Days, that particular Ron Kenoli. That particular solo shot that album, and he never played that solo twice.
Just once.
Just once.
Every time they perform that song, he would play a different solo.
Okay, so you mean he doesn't repeat the same thing?
He would not repeat it.
That's it.
Bro, so please, if we would conscientiously, can you say it fast? Don't twist our national.
I can't
conscientiously come together and say, okay, so I have an idea in marketing.
Yeah.
I have an idea in this.
Yes,
Let's not look at Incredro. There are two types of money, Incredro and Edidida. Incredro is what you want to eat now and die.
Yeah.
Edidida is what you would have repeatedly, and put ourselves together. In Ghana, we don't celebrate people like cameramen, the sound guys.
True.
No,
we don't.
When I'm on stage, I'm just a face.
Yeah.
Making sure that the whole clan is getting fed, or the entire clan is getting something. Yes, I'm just the one who is put forward, who is sacrificed.
Yeah.
So that when so many other people now will come in and pick the booty. Like someone has left a good name. You know, you're born someone Charlie when you be in the idea. Come in. So please let me charge you.
We are charging you.
I'm charging you. So that while all the poetic energies are brewing in my head, right? There's somebody to hold the fort.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm charging you live on air. Yeah.
Yes.
Look at what Chief has done. Chief has built something beautiful. He has IS Kananzoe. He has Juju in the background, Opon. They're holding the music bit. Dr. Machi. They own the music. He won't come in. No. They own the music. He might write the lyrics, but they own the music. Somebody owns costume. Somebody owns this. So beyond this, let's have that conversation. Sure. There are a few more I'm having conversations with, including George Kwe, who wants to come and study.
George!
I already have a class assignment for him. Do you get my point, bro? And then we can change, in quotes, the industry you're asking about. We can sanitize the system. We can deliberately own our stories and tell them in a beautiful way. Imagine I have a particular sound engineer who follows me everywhere. Ghana, wherever I go. What have I done? Doesn't he get paid?
He gets paid. You've created something good for him.
Yeah.
That money he's taking, isn't somebody getting a ripple?
Of course.
That's what I've done with the cultural troops I've worked with for. How many years? Do you get my point? Yeah. So let us deliberately build these little groupings and cooperatives. And when we see something that is good, around here, sometimes we are quick to want to pull it. Let us help put it up. Yeah. And then together we would have created very beautiful things. Just like people deliberately come together and create monsters.
Nana, during December in GH, did you guys perform? Did you have shows to perform?
Let me speak for myself. After my show on December 12th,
Mental Pictures.
So Mental Pictures, I'm not sure I had any December in GH related.
Nothing.
No, I didn't do any of that. Yeah, I spent a lot.
Okay, so your event also, it fell within the period.
Yeah, around December. Sometime in
12 December.
Yeah, that's also.
Yeah, so beyond that, I didn't take on any of those noted. No.
But do you think there is something that can be done?
Definitely, there is.
To make us have a number of shows for maybe poets and all that.
Good. You see, like I told you,
with music.
Beyond this, when we are done with this, we're going to create something deliberately. You and I. Let us sit down. And let us create a case good enough to make people want to come and sit and enjoy this craft.
Right.
After doing it so many years, sometimes you feel tired. You feel like giving up here, picking your bags and going into a certain space where you're already being hunted for, but you keep turning down. You feel like, Charlie, let me just pack my bags one day. Charlie, because at the end I said to that they are just waiting for you to come and so there's a way. There's a way of doing it. So let us do that here at home.
Okay.
Do you hear my point? Let us make it happen. The audio you played, I told you earlier. I met Malam T Bass and a few guys in Nigeria. They actually play for a guy known as Etuk Ubong. You can check him out. Yeah, Etuk Ubong. He plays abstract music like Fela and Co. Etuk. And Malam T Bass, he just took a liking to me. He was like, nah, let's do this. So I went there, sang Belembe, sang Akuti Brafo, taught them. I was like, okay, so that's how the bass goes, this, how this. On the spur of the moment, there was no drum. There was a traditional drum that someone was playing. You know, and then on the moment, they were willing. We made it happen. We spoke to the light technician, Charlie, give us this effect from Brimo's XYZ, does it pass who says 3, 2, 1. This look, you might think we had how many days to rehearse that. Spur of the moment, it was done. When we are willing to put our energies together, we can create things that will last.
Let me quickly just put in these messages. I'm sure most of you have questions or you have some comments you want to also put out there. Phil Phillips says, another great broadcast with one of the finest poets on the planet, Nana Asaase. Well done. This one says, good morning, Dorian Kwame. Nana Asaase is doing a great work. Says, God bless and keep him going higher. From Johnson inside Bubiashi. And this one says, good morning, family. I'm Romeo, listening from Comsis. I'm enjoying the interview. I remember he did some intro for Hammer of the Last Two. He is good. Big up to all the Comsis staff, especially transport manager from Comsis. This is Mr. Emmanuel. Then Kofi J. Luma says, great interview. This one says, happy birthday, Alfred Live from Birmingham. Wishing you all the best today, and may this new chapter bring you good health and good opportunities. Enjoy every moment of your special day. From dear friend, that's James. You can equally also send in your messages if there's anything you're learning or you want to add up or you have questions for Nana Asaase. You can send them via WhatsApp number 0548841039. We are also live on Facebook, so go out there. You can drop your questions, your comments, and we'll definitely ask all that for you. On a lighter note, though, being a pastor, you call Pastor Nanas.
This thing here. Oh yeah, no. Oh, I get it a lot. I get Pastor Nanas. Somebody says, how should I call you? Like if you call me Philip, I respond. If you call me Pastor, I respond. If you call me Pastor Nanas, I respond. If you call me Nanas, whichever one you call me, I will respond for you. You see, so you're in church and somebody has forgotten to refer like, oh, Nana, it happens.
Yeah.
There's a colleague pastor of mine. He used to be an elder. And elder, we use the elder in his nickname.
Okay.
So he said, oh, elder, no, a bon nickname, not sure.
Oh.
It's become, it will take time for, but whichever way you choose to address me, that's okay.
Yeah.
But you realize as a person, you become different things to different people.
Yes.
There's somebody who will call me because they want to laugh. Somebody wants to call me, they want to have a critical conversation.
Right.
Somebody calls you because they want to talk about poetry.
Right.
Somebody calls you, they need strategy. Somebody calls you, they want to have the most unserious conversation in the world. Somebody also calls you because, Charlie, they need Jesus.
Okay.
On a more serious note, you become different things to different people. To somebody, I'm a poet. Yes. That's fine. Oh, I'm just a poet. That's fine.
So how are you able to differentiate the brand Nana Asaase from Richard? Philip, I beg your pardon, Philip, and then being a man of God,
being a man of God,
yes, in the church. Because it comes with a certain vibe. So for the I say, it was who carry who some way be. So is there a difference?
Nana Asaase, or do you mean baby?
Yeah.
So I came out today mindful of the fact that I'm somebody's husband. I'm somebody's father. I'm somebody's mentor also. You've been so soft. Do share me I'm so funny. At the same. Fantastic. We should be not say I'm a brand ambassador near. Me boy. We should be not say I'm in your Yeah. Oh, Charlie, this is my friend. Yeah, this is my teacher. So always make sure. Like I say, when I stand on stage at any time to even perform poetry, I'm representing so many young creatives all over the world who, because of time and circumstance, can't be here. I have to make sure I'm a solid ambassador, so that next time another one will be given the opportunity to come and do what they need to do. So balancing the acts. When I'm with my wife, I'm somebody's husband. Charlie, no, they can't do Holy Spirit. Come on, no, that one will be different matter.
Do you recite poems for your wife? Romantic poems.
Yet has to see it.
And not as you heard it.
Yet has to see it. I'll lead you to Christ right now. I'll pray with you. Maybe you have a challenge. You need me to pray with you. Of course, I'm.
This
so
man has a challenge. He has challenges.
He has challenges. What do you? You get my point, Doreen.
Yeah.
Yes, I would willingly
do that. Yes.
With you. If you need me to teach you poetry, maybe a thing or two music, a thing or two public speaking, why not? I'll graciously. You know where you are, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm a poet, the fact that I'm in the studio, the fact that I'm laughing at all over, does not deny the fact that the grace of God is on my life as, a man of God and whatever I need to do.
Right.
The fact that I'm in the pulpit preaching, or praying for somebody, does not take away the fact that this is a poet,
right,
who can shoot the gears and get into poetry mode anytime prepared, or in and out of season. You need to be prepared.
Yeah.
As a poet, I'm a man under authority. As a man of God, I'm a man under authority. As a student, I'm a man under authority. As a husband, I'm a man who issues authority. As a father, I'm a man who issues authority. Do you get my point? So at every point you should know. Once you know how to balance that. Because what I say, I'm not in school. I'm not in class right now.
Yes.
I'm here on radio.
Right.
So one of my lecturers might be listening. That's his air. Let him teach. He should leave the poetry to us. But what I say, but when it is time for me to go and learn,
student matter, right?
Say,
Nana.
Exactly, that's what it is. That's life.
All right.
Nana.
Come here.
An alcoholic beverage approaches you as a pastor to work with you, for you to do, let's say, a promo with poetry for them. Would you do that as a pastor?
Okay, so in the past I've done work for Mami Modi.
Okay, in the past.
Mami Modi.
But alcoholic beverage. You can just
I do voiceovers, I script for people. There's business to be done.
Okay.
There are some platforms they know I won't jump on, depending on what they need me to do. But I done the script, got people who are interested in doing what they will do. They've been there to do it for them. Everybody gets paid. We go home. I was on stage once. The first time I performed for the Asante with the Asante Henny seated was something for Star. No, was it Star Beer? And I was on that stage.
Then you were not a pastor.
Whichever way it is coming, I was still in line with what I do.
Okay.
At that point, but what am I saying? Mankoton Samobi. I was there for a particular purpose.
Okay.
Once that purpose was done, maybe day, because as a creative,
I'm talking about the one where
I would like you to listen to that performance.
Yeah, I'm talking about now. The one that your voice will be on that.
I have never done anything for any alcoholic beverage.
But would you do it
in terms of that? I have my marks. There are some platforms I won't even jump on.
Okay.
He knows.
Oh, you won't.
He knows.
Platforms like which ones? Like which ones?
Men framing. I won't even come. I've opened Rapaholic. I'm giving you an example.
Yeah.
Good.
I've opened Rapaholic.
Yeah.
What's what I say?
Yes.
The band calls Nana. Oh, we need you to do something for. Why not? In Chinchim will call Nana. Want to use. You saw the Chinchim experience. The last Chinchim experience. They opened with my lives from Kabiyesi.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to be there. If I had the time to be there to do the opening for them, why not? I'll show up. Come and deliver what I need to deliver. Shut up first. Let me call me baby. Shut up first. Open with a prayer, didn't it? So everybody recognizes everything has its place. Patriotism, and it's time. Okay. There are gigs I have turned down because of some personal alignment. There are some gigs, Charlie, like I'm telling you, I've done. Maybe let me mention it. And it's true, you can go get the records. I've done work for Casapreco. I compose all the way from what the drums played to the song that the person sang to the recital that was done. I did Chi. Fapimpom did the Kiapim version. Eli Klim, God rest his soul, I mentioned God of Poetry, did the Ever. Nisaki did Ga. That was my project. Maybe make up. Okay. It's work. It needs to be done. Who told you there are no Christians working in Casapreco or Guinness Ghana? Yeah, there are Christians working there. Who manufactured this microphone? Or a Christoni? Is he a Muslim? Who is he? It is a tool that needs to be used. Has it been produced? Can it function? Yes. The money you just picked, who used it last? Was he a Christian? Was he a Muslim? Please, I don't have time for those controversies. Charlie, we are people. Are we not?
Yes, we are.
Thank you very much. The watch you buy, the person will be prayer already sell the watch. No, if you have giant watches every day leading. Me feel how cry Charlie me compare her giant watch. Correct. So you see, Kwame, when you do not respect something, when you do not know the worth of something, that's when abuse and insecurity and those things come into play. But you should realize that there's darkness. That is how we recognize there is light. Darkness crying a man light. When the stage is dark, when you put on light, it becomes beautiful. My hair is black. Robert's hair is here. You see the combo. Nice
red.
one.
Correct.
But that's what we come to my say. Yes, that is what it is. Otherwise, you hold on to things which are petty and do not even give any profit, whether to faith, to spirituality, or to whatever. Charlie, please don't even wade into workspace with it.
All right. Okay. Should I
You read it.
Okay. This one says, I had a big brother from Cove City who manufactured a poem entitled An Erect Tongue in Hollow Mouth.
Oh.
I entreat this brother to give us more Shakespeare vibes. The brother is called Kwame Shakespeare Darcy. Adam Wejayana. Nana Asaase the
But
greatest.
is the interview about me on Asaase?
So, that's what I was telling you. Remember, I committed him on stage because I know where we are coming from.
Yes.
And how far we have come. And the prospects look good. And you see, there are people who keep crossing your paths at different points.
So wait, Kwame is disappointed in many ways.
He's a disappointed rapper. Wait.
In many ways.
Oh, yeah.
In many
He's a
ways.
disappointed rapper. Make it
Rapper.
normal now.
Mention it.
shout.
You want
Don't
to
mind
mention
them.
it? Ah,
Doreen,
yes.
Don't mind them.
let me
The
tell you,
past is not the present.
this man here was my IT manager some how many years ago? One of our IT managers.
Robert?
Charlie, 1,000 years ago. Hold on, you see, man can't. So there are people who keep crossing your paths
Yes.
at different points.
Yes.
These are divine signals.
Yeah.
That these are people who will be around you for a long time. You had better take them seriously. So these two men had better start paying attention. One is on the right hand of the father, the other is on the left. 1, 2, 3. All the people seated in this room, including you.
Oh.
You've met me at different points. But look at this room now.
Yeah.
It is a divine message. This room is not, there's nobody in here who is older than 51 or 52.
Oh, no.
Debbie.
We are not there yet.
And it was your hard yanka fine.
Oh, this matter.
Let me name
Oh, he's my godfather.
See where I take the
He's
matter go
55
back.
years, so we know, like, and
Sorry, you see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So it simply says, if we each owned a part, it would fly.
Most definitely.
If he came to dance and we put his face up, all of us push it, it will fly.
Yes.
If it came to doing what we do, the beautiful man who sells the food or the water,
You'll fly.
it will fly. If you need all the raising of the dead with poetry and whatever, I'm here to do all the vibes for you.
Yeah.
If you need
the settings for every party.
power to the people, he'll come and kill all the people for you. If you need somebody to critique all the notes that people will play and sing, me will be a dean. You see, here we are.
Yeah.
We would make a formidable team.
Right.
So let us realize this is all the time we have. Charlie, Ibn Beka.
You're committing the same mistake. You just-
you guys know Nana Asaase nearly ended up being a radio presenter.
Wait, hold on.
I've done radio.
Kwame,
Do you guys know we went for
Robert.
we went for an audition? We went for an audition
Hey, some of you.
for a radio job.
Charlie, let me
Nana
not.
Asaase won but never had a job.
Let me not mention somebody's name today. Come on, move the official for what?
Nana Asaase won the audition for the radio.
You paid for the
contest.
audition.
He won it. He didn't have the job.
You paid for the audition.
See.
You won it.
Yes,
And you
Hands
didn't
down.
get a job.
he didn't get.
Ah.
I was evicted along the way. He won it.
That's not how. So what I was going to
Please,
say-
Robert.
Okay, sorry.
the same mistake that he mentioned earlier.
Oh.
That we always celebrate the people who are in the forefront and we forget the people at the back.
Yeah.
So you called the team and you forgot to mention Hagla.
Oh, you can't do anything. Papa, cram man.
And American also mention them.
Please, we have already committed him.
Mr. Hagler, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
Mr. Hagler.
Yes.
He will make all the action happen. The beautiful lady seated to his
That's
right.
Debbie Sway.
Oh,
She's
Charlie.
an artist.
And then the man who puts fun in fantastic.
Yes.
Ow.
That's fantastic DJ. DJ Fantastic.
An agenda man.
Social media. Ubaya nedem.
Ballet.
Yes, ballet.
So you see, we are 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By this course, a woman is pregnant. We can deliver.
Wow.
Bars. But you see, but you also want to make out here.
Yes.
So if this crew decided that, hey, Charlie, we want to come together and produce, so I bet you it'll be one of the best things you have ever seen.
But like we know, it won't happen.
But like we know, this man won't show up. Robert will not come.
Oh, Robert will come. Robert Obeba.
He'll come and critique.
Why do you believe that?
He won't contribute.
Why do you believe otherwise?
I know that everybody will show up if we decided to. So by this we know that all the experiences we've had, Charlie, if we decide to bring them to bear, this industry, and we've lumped it into one, art and entertainment. But when you speak about poetry, for instance, poetry is somebody's whole academic area of study. It's somebody's area of practice. Poetry used in therapy. That's health. Poetry used in IT, and all of those spaces. People had AI tools they want to train to speak some mother tongues. Where would we be? I'll be busily writing Chi, teaching some AI Chi. I confidently said before any AI will speak Chi the way I do, guy. And I'm a cop. No. I bet you it will catch you'll catch my mind, tap something small before. So people, please, we carry a lot of superpowers within.
Okay. Kwame, you have a message?
Before the panel comes in, Nana Asaase, this one is from Eugene Osafon Kansa. He said Nana Asaase is an era when it comes to poetry and spoken word in Ghana. He is a voice. His voice stands out and the level of his creativity is authentic. The piece he did on Fenwick Autry's Echoes from the Grave by Hammer of the last two is so intense. It's the only creative work that gets me as far as Fenwick's death is concerned. And he carries the rich Ghanaian culture so well. I would want to encourage him to use social media more to project his craft for the world to experience him. We are ready to support him. From Eugene Osafon Kansa, CEO of Inkonkonsa and President of the New Media Association of Ghana.
Please, he just joined the team. He makes number 10. Just quit the number 11.
I have one more message before the panel joins in. Johnson Ameyibo says, great work done by Osofo Nana Asaase.
Allah.
God keep you going higher and more anointing. Adam, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Adam who needs Jesus. You need to go to Nana Asase's church.
Oh, Adam has been going to church.
Yes. True.
Adam has been going to church.
Yes. Forgive me. You are a man of God. I forgot to.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
I had, some poetry in me.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
Back in senior high, as a literature student, you are as part of the things you do, you come
you're
up
making
with.
Mr. Hagler shake.
Oh yeah. Big ups to my prof, Professor Awute of Ebuaka State College. As a literature student, the poetry brand go past through you.
Yes.
So it passed through me small.
Yes.
But I think there need to be a lot of change in how it is viewed and the opportunities available, because if you are coming up and you are doing it and you look into the skies, it looks like that bigger picture is not there. And if you are not careful, a lot of them will end up somewhere. You understand? So I really pray that thing is created where they can have like their stand up with huge successes, and that corporates Ghana support and whatever it takes, so that every job which does not groom the young people, that the young people do not have things to look up to, that industry or profession can die, because there are no people coming in, and if they even come, they may not be the right people. So if you go, that's why journalism school are still there, churning up journalists to come and fill up the spaces. Football teams have academy to groom other people. You understand? So there should be that bigger picture there for some of these people because I'm sure Radi, if Kwame does it, never back up that I want to be a poet, you go watch him too, because in FIFA or Tesha Kolana, a Kolana person you rough no. I want to be a poet, daddy. You go spy him some way. Na obi ba koto academy. So ba be $4.5 billion a month or a week. So that future should be created for it, and that is what I want to see happening in the space. And I know with media spotlight and serious media engagements, and those in the space too should also find a way of creating that spotlight for themselves. You understand? Like, at times, if you, the industry players, take it upon yourself, you can cause that change you want. And I'm on this note, I want to say big ups to the comedians. They've really worked hard for their industry to get to where it is, where people can host show at Bukum Arena, Conference Center, every venue. You know, they became one and decided to take up the risk and brought in. They look at how they have found a way to be in the media space all the time. And at times, even in their show, they try to reach out to the media that come and watch and go and talk. So that effort, there should be that effort from them, that effort from industry, and that effort from enablers to be able to create that bigger picture for the poetry, because there are a lot of talent out there.
They used to be vibrant back in the day when Halakasa days. They had some clubs. There were times that I would travel from Koforidua to Accra to come and watch Asaase and the other people do their shows and all that. Those days, I think it was more vibrant. Nana Mebwa.
See, I say government anye bibi na yebo mpairia yebo gap prayers we yebo Muslim prayers we na before answer yebe train all the invited guests bebana yamfa poetry and framework no show. Understand? So like that all those in that ecosystem who can enable should play their role to ensure we lift them.
Thank you, Edem.
Thank you
IT manager. My manager.
You can't believe Robert.
Robert, you do things.
Robert do things so like.
So let me be clear on that.
Robert, Charlie, serious stacking with tie and.
No, but like Robert has done a lot.
I used to work for an IT company. You know, so I was responsible for sales and marketing. And then now this company. So no, relax. This company is a sister company to his company that he used to work with. We were all under the Unicorn Inc. Or the Unicorn Group. And so that's Originate, Genesis Solutions, Imprint, and AdSpace. So that was these were the group of companies within one company that we're working for.
Get it now.
Basically, So we were at the IT division, and so
no, but you've done a lot.
Why
you've done? Like rap, you day inside, dance, you day inside. What you do?
Let's concentrate.
He's also an author. He's written a number of books.
You see, you're an author too. So many things.
Make we talk.
Yo, Nana Asaase, you have worked with him.
You realize, like we say, effort. Just like we demonstrate in performance at once. So many moving parts. So let us commit at the beginning of 2026 that a year from now, when we have this conversation, like Eugene just said, they are willing to. Okay, so you realize it will be a very symbiotic relationship. If you're pushing a craft, it simply means that craft is also in return putting something on the table. And I really appreciate this opportunity that you're giving to us.
Very, very
to come in. I'm sure by next week somebody else will be here. You would have a different perspective.
Yes.
And then
Let Robert come.
Rob, you are a marketing person, an economist. You have that business background. How do we commercialize poetry in Ghana?
Okay, so quite a number of things. I just want to.
So
let me start by
start from there. Start from there.
When you do your shows, how long does it last?
My shows about 3 hours.
3 hours.
About 3 hours.
When you mount the stage to perform, what's the duration of the session?
I go in and out depending on how the show is, so that I'm not. I do different sets.
Yeah, so a set is for like how long?
A set might have about 7 to 10 minutes, max.
And then you do how many sets? 3.
About 3 sets.
So that's 30 minutes.
2 or 3 sets. Yes.
So that's 30 minutes of you plus others in terms of props.
Plus others,
So
dance, and
so
different versions.
So it's not just you.
No, it's not just
It
me,
is
yeah.
you being the hero,
Yeah.
but then you have support from other.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then you feature other.
Yeah, you feature
acts.
other arts.
Okay.
Depending on the show it is.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
Yeah.
So when you say 3 hours, is it the 3 hours of the content or 3 hours of the entire program duration?
3 hours of the entire, but a lot of it is content.
Yeah.
Look, no.
Of
So,
cultural
what I'm
troops.
asking is,
Okay.
what I'm asking is, and I'm focusing mainly on what do you call it, poetry.
On poetry. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
So is it like 1 hour of poetry and then you have other things coming in the mix in terms of interludes, or it is?
I mean, so Robert has said that.
Yeah.
For all the 9 shows I've had,
He's never been
Has
to any
never
of
been.
that.
The 9 major shows, no, he's not been there.
No, I haven't.
Even the small ones, or maybe that.
No, I
Until
haven't.
this year, dear.
Baba.
He won't just attend, he will
Mental
help us
pictures.
to organize it in November.
Yeah.
Right. So when I have mental pictures, depending on the theme, for instance, Bejina. Bejina was talking about, people, reincarnation, people giving birth. They feel the child is there, the child has come, how we have naming ceremonies and all of that. So it's not just poetry. You have enactments. You have a troupe with a procession coming on stage. You had the mother sitting on stage the entire time. People from up north came in, different corners of Ghana came up. Then poetry proper from different acts came up. Then the troupe, different dances, came up. Reactions from the audience. So it's actually unscripted. It's not an MC coming in.
Good.
It becomes like a whole production.
Can we say it's more
happening.
theatrical?
A lot of theater, but there have been past shows where you invite this poet, he comes up, this comedian, they come up. You have had comedians on
on
some of
poetry
my
shows.
of some of my
I
shows.
see a well scripted 2 hour program that is able to run 2 shows in a day.
Okay. Which he's going to make happen.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
And if we're asking about how to make this commercial, I think that there are quite a number of things that need to change. When people think of poetry, one of the things that come to mind is a foreign language. And you have to speak in a particular way and project yourself like Shakespeareic, kind of conversation. And because that's what we were groomed, or that's what we're conditioned to believe it was or it is. So you don't really see people thinking of themselves as poets, even expressing themselves in local language.
Right.
So there's a lot of strength when it comes to our local languages in terms of African literature and poetry, but people don't project that, or they don't work with that because they don't seem to think it is that. So I like the fact that he says he's very comfortable in his native language, and so he's found a way to work around it. If you check through best practices everywhere and anywhere, the language has to be something that people can relate to.
Yeah.
And they have to see themselves in it. It has to be relatable, and it has to also be about a combination of whatever is of heritage and the now. So whatever it is, you can talk about the past, but make sure that it's relevant to the present, because people need to be able to relate to it. So we need to have the people moving, stop perceiving poetry as something you do for hobby to something you do as a professional. The moment you begin to do that, then you apply the professional ethics around the game so that you can go by that particular principle. And if that is going to happen, then the question is, how do you perform this to an audience and for the people to be able to pay X amount of money over a particular period? So you enter into the business thereof, really.
Okay.
And so branding comes in. It is almost important. The question here is, who is going to be doing the spoken word, and what have they done with respect to branding, positioning? How do people perceive that particular person? Is there value that is coming? Like, you need to almost begin to get into the space, because if something is regular and normal, branding is what brings about the distinction, and then establishes the value elements that you're looking for. And you need to be able to build that. If we can build that, then it means that we'll be able to have it running. And it cannot be a thing of just 5 or 10 people. We need more people playing in a particular space. But we need to have the, what do you call it? The flagship, what is it? The poster boy, the lead. Or leads who are taking the craft to the particular level. And we also have to be intentional about certain platforms as well. We shouldn't only think about poetry and think that poetry is found maybe on when there's a national program, then we don't see the entertainment. Like, we need to be able to, we need to be able to dissociate it from that, so that it can stand on its own.
Sure.
So we can say for a fact that, okay, so I'm having a poetry session, I don't know, whatever it is, then people can come for that. And we need to be able to cultivate the community. Comedians cultivated the community. It's not like they got up known and the people were there. No. Do we love to laugh? Yes, everybody loves to laugh. But you need to cultivate the community. Musicians did it. Comedians did it. We also need to be able to do the same thing for this particular project and then allow them to go. Now, the process itself will lead us to finding out what is possible and what's not possible. So right now we're working with props and all of that, and like I'm saying, well, we saw Uncle Level White cultivate a community that basically people are thinking of right now. Yes, so we need to be able to do that. If it's a 2-hour program, then it's a 2-hour program, and then you need to script yourself, work on it, and all of that. And we also have to think of poetry not from the perspective of performance only. It should be recorded. We should think about it. You can write it. So literature-wise, in terms of it being in books, you can have it written. You can also have it performed onto, what do you call it? Like with music backgrounds.
Audio,
and
video.
all of that. So right now, I'm even tempted to ask him whether he's received any royalties for composition rights. With respect to all the music
artists he's worked with.
And these are things that he should be thinking of because it's part of the composers.
True.
For every music that he's been on, technically speaking, publishing, he's supposed to be earning something. So if he's not earning, these are things that so this is the IP aspect of the conversation.
I agree.
We need to quickly get into. I think the space it's we need to probably sit down and discuss all the components from the creative economy angle to understand the various elements and what it means and how to map it out and then see how we can create value of this particular thing, because there is a way, there has to be a way, and I'm sure that benchmarking other creative platforms that have been able to evolve, there are things that we can also learn and they project in a particular space. So that I believe is 100% possible.
Nana?
So that said, Robert has committed himself. It's live on air.
So his number is
OW can me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 3.
Number 3, okay.
3.
So initially he counted 9 and he's Philip.
It's Philip.
I don't go find out.
No,
Philip 9.
Thank you.
Okay.
Please, when he mentioned 9 in international relations and diplomacy, there's a Robert Nye who speaks of soft power, and this is soft power.
Right.
So there's something about 9, not just the voter effect.
But I think we need to get heavily into it.
Please, we need to
and then work towards it and then make sure it happens.
Right.
And once you do it once and it works, it simply says then you set a certain standard, a certain mark that people would want to walk through and learn.
True. Someone just wrote that. It says Nana Asaase is not on TikTok.
I am.
Maybe he doesn't know the account, so he should.
So maybe I think you should put the account out so that that person can know that you're on TikTok. Hey.
Nana, Dr. Ben Abdullah, Mohammed Abdullah, he passed a few months ago last year.
So
I remember when we had an event at the Marriott Hotel. Yeah, when you did the performance, he said some sweet words about you.
Did he?
He says, you are one of the best. Let me read what he said before we get into the other side of it. He said, I can only think about a couple of people around the world who are better poets than you. And as I say, he says, you bring to mind the great Muhammad Ali, who created poetry on the spot. Watch some of his videos, you will see what I'm talking about. These are words from the late Muhammad
Ben Abdullah.
Yes.
Muhammad, he's also
Ben Abdullah, yeah. Just last year, exactly a year ago. It was in January.
Yeah. Yes, and he was with the late Mauli Semevo.
Yes, and both of them have passed.
God rest them. I remember. So this is some of the things that keep us going. And when I sat, before Robert came in, you see, the Spirit of God is one. He came to emphasize, lots of the things that we had mentioned before he showed up to class.
Yeah.
Please, next time, don't be late for class. The things that we'll be talking about. And I'm glad that he's come to own his part of the conversation. That simply says it's an entire value chain. You can't have all of it. That's why I started by dismissing that stanza box, breaking poetry out of the box. Making it a tool, making it a skill, making it a craft, that needs to probably be owned, like learned.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Given that right attention and that right environment, Charlie, this thing will work. It's not just a skill. Charlie, you might be very skillful. But if you do not have, somebody does not scout that skillful player and give him, a well-structured management system. Somebody has played soccer how many years? One simple mishap, he's lost everything he's got. He's still skilled. His skills still talented.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the difference? Yes. So time and chance happen to us all, and I'm glad I walked into good chance today. And we're taking this conversation on Beyond Radio.
Yeah, and we are glad you
finally.
Yeah.
I think we should have a bite of his talent,
Yes,
a bit of that
we
before we
should.
go.
Yes.
Your talent.
Your talent, Nana
Asaase. Before we go, we have just about 5 minutes, but you can do some 2 minutes for us.
Let him.
He has nothing to say.
Oh, yeah.
Adam, 1 minute.
Yeah,
30 seconds.
And
Yes, please.
I want to commend the producers of the show and Hitz FM for
mention Mr. Hagler's name.
Big up to Mr.
And the
Hagler,
team.
Mr. Hagler, Mr. Hagler, Mr. Hagler, and the producers of the team, as well as the management for allowing something like this, because it is also part of what we are calling for, that we need to spotlight the space. I mean, it's going to give a lot of spotlight, and I'm sure that others will follow. Other media houses will follow, and gradually, with a drop, we are getting an ocean. So, I mean, big ups to Hitz FM for this platform for poetry.
Thank you, Robert.
Yes, I wanted to, you asked a question earlier about the role of poetry in music.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think one of the loudest things that was very silent in the conversation was the fact that the poets could write music.
Yes.
For musicians.
Right.
Yeah, they could write lyrics.
Yeah, lyrics. They could write lyrics, yes, for musicians. So they write it for them. And then
they convert it into.
They convert it, we work around the melodies and stuff like that. But the lyrics, the lyrical components, could be something that they could also venture into because of all the elements of poetry and everything that it sounds with. Especially given that he understands music from a particular perspective, it makes it easier. Those are some of the things that you could also consider.
Okay. All right. Now with just a few minutes, Anna, over to you.
Okay. So I would like to greet everybody.
We are now passing.
So this is a poem I wrote in I put up on my blog in 2012. I think I had written it before then. It's entitled Fire Fog, and it's dedicated to Kente. I'm proud to say I was part of the team that got Kente listed on the UNESCO World.
Yeah.
We don't talk about the team anymore when the job is done. The National Folklore Board, everybody was running down, did that fantastic job.
Beautiful.
The National Folklore Board. I used to be part of the board. No longer there. Fire Fog. Kente is a metal forged in the riddles of the loom, sold at the market of 9 moons, basic to the piano, played on the eye. I would not pay a bat to sing this riddle lest he miss a line of the weaver's cold dreams, harvested from the starless sky of his roof. The bird of dream perches and raises this song. Pass it here and stick it there. Grow, grow, grow. Wati. Then the helm's water breaks, and Cork calls his boast. Kukruku, kukruku. The master weaver starts to dance and loses himself in the dazing steps. Crew, crew, crew. And again, pass it here, stick it here, and over again, till the songbird stops and the dancer is dropped from the realms of dreams. Kente is a metal that graces the victor's shield, whose story is yet to be ended from the beginning. The blood of the weaver, an African statement. Fire Fog.
Believe, don't leave. Steez, breeze, Hitz FM, confirm. Kwame Dazi, Bazin, Dorina View, yo. Thank you.
Robert,
what was this?
Is this a poem?
What's this?
You've crashed. Dorina View.
So somebody so you think the fact that you can rhyme it means it's
Bazin.
we need to cut this, Mr. We need to cut this.
Charlie.
I beg. The new commercial you go do. No?
So it goes back to the point where we started. Charlie, we all need some form of.
How can you dilute the thing? Make I pour sand for the Gary inside.
So, I love it. I love how we have ended the show.
What?
I love how I love how we ended the show.
Kwame
Dazi, Bazin.
On the spot.
On the spot
You
from
can
your
clap for
phone.
me.
No, you force.
Anyway, thank you, Mr. Hagler. Thank you, Debbie Sway, Neapness, DJ Fantastic. Thank you, Asaase, for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you. We'll take you like that. Yeah. DJ Fantastic, thank you. And to you, our amazing listeners, we are back here same time tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow I'll come alone.
Yes.
My name is Doreen Avio.
Yo.
My name is Kwame Dazi.
Everybody,
Yo.
Music Box is up next. And
box.
DJ
This is Hitz.